What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simba Sports Hub, man, where we talk all things Washington Commanders football. And it is preview week video, man, where we have to talk about our matchup with the Baltimore Ravens, man. This is a big game coming up for our team. We have a lot to prove and actually kind of see where we stand up at with against one of the top teams, premier teams in the NFL known today. Top nose defense, has an elite offense with a Hall of Fame running back that they brought in this off season. So before we get into everything, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, and also, man, make sure you drop a comment, man. We talk all Commanders football here. So, tell me what y'all think is going to happen this week. Tell me if y'all think we're going to come out victorious. Tell me what y'all think the score is going to be. Yeah, tell me where y'all think we stand at going against a top nose team like this. But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into the review, man. We're going to start off with giving congratulations again to our rookie QB, Jaden Daniels, for getting another Rookie of the Week award. We going to, say, congrats. He has been playing, if not the best rookie football this season. I like to remain humble, but I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna pop my shit a little bit. He has been the best QB. I've been seeing the Bears fans come out saying that this is all a fluke, this is all a phase. They'll wash out, after this season or later on. He has to prove it for 3 years and all this. Being a Bears fan, knowing that they got Caleb Williams, number one, QB, who I think, hey, if you ask me, I ain't gonna take no shots at Caleb Williams because one, he's a DMV, owned, and not just because he's a DMV owned, but he is he has the potential to be a good quarterback in this league too, if not a great one. So I'm not gonna take no shots or no jabs at how he's been looking and what I think his future is going to be. Even though I think it's going to be a decent future. But JD, man, he got another award. And this is going to be probably his biggest test coming this season because this is where and he don't have no control over the defense, but this is where, if you ask me, where our offense, who's probably been playing the best out of both sides of the football, is really going up against a defense that, yeah, we knew Cincinnati had a good defense or they've been playing good football. They have a top 5 ranked defense, but when your offense is so bad and they can't sustain drives and they can't give your defense a break, who am I to, put too much onus on them for allowing us to put 30 points up on them. So this is going to be a telltale week on offense and defense. For the last couple of weeks, our defense has been playing lights out football. I'm not going to, and has been getting better. But this week is the week right here. Week 1, we went up against a top premier offense. Against the Bucks with Evans, and not saying that the Ravens got premier receivers, but they got some legitimate ass tight ends. They got we can't take nothing away from their tight ends and how they utilize their tight ends and Todd Muckins, Georgia Bulldog offense. You know what I'm saying? So we're going against my OC, man, and then they got a speedster out there. They got a speedster that can actually get open. He can make cornerbacks chase him. So we can't. I don't think that we can take their offense lightly. And then they have I'm not gonna say they're the same because I've heard Jaden Daniels say he don't like being compared to Lamar Jackson, and that's who coming into the league. If you told me who was the closest player to Jaden Daniels in the NFL, like who you think his game resembles, I heard a lot of RG3s. Don't get me wrong, and I think that is true too. But I also heard a lot of if you want to say a lot of Lamar Jackson, a lot of Lamar Jackson comparisons because they both are dual threat quarterbacks who can, beat you with their legs. Like they make defenses have to, attack them from 3 different levels and areas. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be we don't we his he can beat us with his arm, right? No, he can beat us with his arm and he can beat you all with all script plays. Whereas, the receivers might be open, may not be open. The RPO isn't there. You know what I'm saying? And he can beat you with his legs. That's the same thing Lamar can do. I think Jaden has shown that he can do that as well. Beat you with the all script plays where hey, sometimes it is turn the backyard football. Take off, get out, get out that pocket and get what you can get. And that's hard for defenses to scout up against. And I think this is where we're going to see, with a measuring, where we lie on a measuring stick against a top premier team because Jaden has to go against a top nose defense that can match up with us in every level of football. From the D line to the linebackers, cornerbacks, and safeties. Um, I was laughing with my homeboy last week. He was calling out Stevenson a lot, and he was getting torched a little bit against T Higgins and them, or anybody on that left side. Like they don't rotate corners, or they don't have Humphreys following the best receiver around. So it's like Stevens was on one side, Humphreys on the other. Stevenson was getting cooked. I'm just gonna say that. But again, that's been one of the biggest questions on our offense. Our receivers, can we beat that man coverage? Can we beat cornerbacks and get open and make contested catches or wide open catches? Like, which they have shown. They have shown. I can't take that away from them. But at the end of the day, our offense is really going to have a tough task going against these Baltimore Ravens, and we playing in Baltimore, which I've been hearing we're going to show up and show out. I was supposed to be at the game, but to the guy that watched this video, I ain't gonna say your name and I ain't gonna expose you for the fraud that you are. Cause your suck ass was supposed to buy the goddamn tickets and I was supposed to be we supposed to be in Baltimore watching the game. But I'm gonna leave that alone. That's for another story for another day. He a Baltimore Ravens fan. He's supposed to be getting the ticket because we going to his house. But anywho, I'll be watching the game from home. I don't even know if I'm gonna do a live reaction video this week. I think I'm just probably just gonna do like a post game immediately following the game, since I'll probably be in the crib just watching it. Um, but yeah, with that being said, our offense, we got to see if we can run the ball. But the Ravens defense, if you look at them week by week, they've been acceptable to getting beat with the run, getting beat with the pass. And I know the Bengals, the rivalry between Bengals and it's a division game, it's a little bit different. Um, but again, I wouldn't take our offense lightly if I'm the Ravens. And I know the Ravens aren't taking our offense lightly because they now get to go against a guy who has similar characteristics to their franchise quarterback, right? Let's be real. Let's be honest. They now have to. Yeah, they practice against Lamar, but they're scheming for the quarterback that they're going up against that week. Now they actually get the scheme up against the guy that can actually do exactly what he do. So that off script shit that Jaden going through his reads. Hey man, I don't see nobody open taking off. And now they got to be a little bit more hesitant where they can't rush the pass. They can't rush as aggressive as they want to. They got to be a little. And he's shown throughout these weeks that he can actually evade and get out of sticky situations and actually take off. So it's yet to be. I think it's going to be a tough battle, man. But I think we can actually go in here and actually still move the ball down the field. This is probably going to be a week where we might have to use our kicker. Hopefully he can go 7 for 7 again. But I think we can score against him. I think we can run the ball against him as well. Because what I've seen from our offensive line from a run and how we've been running the ball, I can't say that we can't do it. But they're going to blitz. They're going to blitz us. So hopefully JD able to stand up and actually read the field. He will have to may take some hits while standing in that pocket trying to make a throw. Hopefully Cliff can continue on, being the mastermind that he's been with calling the offense, I'm saying, dialing up, plays that may not have worked in the first half, but, or may not work last game, and he may come out the gate with those same exact plays again this game, and it might work. So, I heard Roquan talk his shit, pop his shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's another Georgia Bulldog. Man, I hate going against my college, guys and coaches and things of that nature. But I'm a big Roquan guy, man. I support any Georgia Bulldogs, even going to the Eagles and all the Georgia Bulldogs that they freaking signed and drafted. But anywho, back to the Ravens, man, and that leads to our defense going against their offense. This is going to be one of the most pivotal games for our defense, who has been playing well the last. It's time to see that if we can continue on stacking good defensive games. Last week we did it. The week before that we did it. Now I know it was against a shitty offense and Deshaun Watson and company, and they had some injuries and things of that nature. But they play lights out football. Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner and our D line has really been turning up the fire and actually been producing. So can they continue on? Because going against this this offense with that guy number 22 in the backfield, Derrick Henry, hey man, you gonna need 3 to 4 guys at a time to, what I'm saying, be able to neutralize him as much as possible. I don't think we're gonna stop him, but to be able to neutralize him as much as possible to not allow those big gains, those heartbreaking and those like hey, we got to be able to get all hats on ball when he has the ball in his hands. And then that also leads to this is what makes they offense so lethal is because they have a running back who can break the first tackle. D line, linebacker, safety, corner. It don't matter. He can break the first tackle. He don't matter. It don't matter who's trying to tackle him, right? So we got to see if we got to get guys, that rally to the ball together. You know what I'm saying? To be able, and they have shown that. And this is just me talking to Ravens fans about them being not so good running in the interior of the line. But guess what? Guess what we haven't been good at. If you ask me, still in totality, last week we did a lot better, and the week before that we did a lot, and that's stopping the run up the middle. So will Todd Monken come in and say, "Hey, I realize that they don't tackle well with um runs up the middle, so we may run up the middle, but they've been most lethal getting Derrick Henry on the outside of the line and letting him just do his thing, right?" So I don't think that we have gotten beat a lot on the outside on the run. It's been primarily like getting beat inside for gashing runs. And then we got beat outside sometimes too, so I gotta take that back. But I just think that this is going to be a tough task for our defense, who did not start off good, and but has been playing a lot better. Um, but we gonna have to. This is going to be an all hands on deck type of football game, especially from the defensive side, and also having to deal with their tight ends. Can our linebackers and safeties keep up? So Jeremy Chin, Quan Martin, who I think probably gonna play a little bit more in the box this week because they like to utilize their tight ends a lot. So if we playing man, they're gonna put our best cover linebacker or safety on him, which is I don't see any linebacker checking. I don't see anybody checking likely. And then we got to worry about the little speedster Zay Flowers, man. He been killing underneath, and then his quickness. You got to account for that. So you got to play. Hey, bro, we won't force everything underneath, but at the end of the day, they got to be able to rally and tackle the dude too because he's shifty. He's a shifty guy. So you got to be rallying to the ball, um, get him in short spaces, and don't allow him to, finesse his way out of those type of things. So again, like all three levels, and then you still have to account for the god damn, like the broken plays that Lamar Jackson can make. You know what I'm saying? That all them off script plays, them off script to where like, hey man, we doubted the defense to stop this, but man, damn, we were just able to. He missed the tackle. We missed the tackle. He's able to escape out and kill us with his feet or kill us with scrambling. Now we trying to get to him and he kill us over top with Bateman or Likely or whoever. We saw the jump where he stiff armed the fuck out of Chase Hubbard twice. God, get your ass up on me and threw a deep ball for a touchdown to Isaiah Likely. Like, god damn, we got to account for that because Isaiah Likely is a big tight end. And they still got Mark Andrews, who we haven't seen much from. But again, man, I think from a defense perspective, I'm questioning our linebackers in coverage and in zone because I think we probably play a lot more zone than we do play man. I don't know if we blitz because blitzing leaves us acceptable to getting beat 1-on-1 coverage with our cornerbacks who's been playing a little bit better. I gotta give them that, I gotta give them that, they just do. Mike Sanders still Noah. I'm not even gonna fuck up his last name like I have been. Noah has been playing well. I think we've seen very little of Emmanuel Forbes. Might see him a little bit more this week. Get a little bit more snaps. We saw Dirk Forrest, who actually came out and right away, man. And again, I don't know if he been in the doghouse. The defensive coordinators don't think highly of him, or he was just rehabbing off an injury. But from what I've seen and his past plan, that dude is what I would expect Joe Witt and Dan Quinn to want from a safety. He arrives violently and he tackles. He has no problem tackling. And you saw that late in the game. And I forgot to mention that in my last episode, but I'm just going, it was very, 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 very amazing to see us pull our starters in the beginning of the fourth quarter, because I ain't seen that shit for and I should have spoke about that, but hey, I'm gonna speak about it now. But yeah, it was, and I don't know, we're gonna see our starters majority of this game, but nah, man, it was just amazing to see him get on the field and actually get some bump, and actually, man, he's still playing that aggressive, top nose. I'm not saying he's a top safety at all, but he was not afraid to go and tackle. We questioned Jeremy Chin for that the first couple of weeks. He's been playing a lot better. He's been tackling a lot better too. So I gotta give him his just due. But nah, man, I think our defense is going to have a tall glass to handle with their offense because of how deadly they can be in that backfield with just number 8 and number 22. But again, now it comes to my prediction, man. I was talking to my buddy, man, and it is going against the top nose team. Do I think we can beat them? Yeah, I do think we can beat them. The type of football we've been playing, I think we actually have a shot at beating these guys. Are they the better team? I'll be honest with you and say yeah. On paper and just how they've been playing the last couple of years, yeah. Who would not be? You would be naive to just say, oh, just because we won the last 4 games, that we aren't that we the better team. Nah, man, we just been playing the better football. They had a couple of mishaps and some games I think that they wish they would have took differently. And they scheduled and their record could have been a lot differently. But again, I give them the head nod. Saying that they're the better team than us without a doubt. But I do actually. It's any given Sunday, man. You never know what can happen. And I'm gonna bring this up. They went into they went and played the Oakland Raiders, or the Oakland Raiders came and played them. I don't know if they was at home or away, and they came in. They probably took that game lightly. Like, man, we ain't worried about them jokers. And that's if we have them with that mentality. But with all the news media and all the bragging and boasting about our quarterback and our offense being the number one scoring offense, woo. Yeah, they probably gonna take us a lot more seriously. But hey, hopefully they come in just be laxy and we can come and sneak out with a 5-1 record. I'm telling you this right now, and I'm making this statement, and I'm not saying that we're gonna win. I hope we win. And I'm gonna tell y'all my score predictions. And if I really think we're gonna win or lose, here we go. If we win and go 5-1, I'm acting fucking unusual. I gotta start really believing that our team is a force to be reckoned with this season, because we would have knocked off 2 of the top nose. Like, if you're looking at from a division to division, like the Baltimore Ravens in them division is probably like one of the top defensive divisions in this league. And you can hate on the Bengals, you can hate on the Browns, the Steelers, but those guys play defense, man. That's what their division is predicated on, playing defense. That's why you don't see a lot of high scoring games when they playing divisional games against one another. But hey man, I think we can come out with the victory. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I think the score is probably going to be, again, if we lose, I just want the game to be like not no blowout. Like, don't get blown out. Even if we do, it's like, all right, we went up against one of the top nose teams. So it's like I'm trying to play both sides of the fence. Like, hey man, hey, I don't expect us to win, but if we do, yeah. But nah, if we win, I got to start taking my team a lot more seriously. I know I've been humbled, and I'm going to continue to be humbled, but I'm going to look at our team as a force to be reckoned with in this league, because why can't I say that we don't have what the Ravens have from a quarterback? And the way our defense has been playing, why can't I say we can't be veered as one of those teams that can, do what they're doing, or be one of them top teams in the NFC, and let alone the league, right? So, and I saw a guy on Twitter, I forgot his name. My bad, bro. I should have gave you a shout out, but he was pretty much saying it like, man, we got to stop having this we are a bad team mentality, man. We 4-1. Like, we gotta go in this to week by week now, looking at how we've been playing with a positive mindset that we can beat anybody. And he's right. I am still reserved, but I do gotta go in here not to, oh man, we about to get the shit beat out of us. Nah, I can't do that. But again, I think the score this week is going to be 30-27. And I'm gonna say it's an upset by us. We're going to win by a field goal. 30-27. I know that's a fucking reach, and I'm fucking reaching. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, me and my buddy was talking, and we was just like, Do the Ravens have anything to prove with beating us or losing to us? Are guys looking at the Ravens any different from a how they're going to finish out the season? No. They lose to us, it's like, all right, they lost. All right. But it's everything for us to win this game and make a even more of a statement than we have been making. And shout out, I'm gonna get off subject a little bit. Shout out to Cam Newton. He made a statement earlier this week about Jaden Daniels not drinking the Kool-Aid. And I agree with him. I agree 100% with him, man. Like, continue, Jaden, to go down that path that you have been going since you was drafted, and that's level-headed. Don't allow that outside noise and how everybody is trying to paint you to be. And if you are that top nose guy, yeah, let them do their talking, let them do their analysis, let them hype you up. But you don't let that get to you, because a lot of times you see that early success, and then as soon as if you even have a bad season, guess what? Now they holding that over your head, right? They making that a thing for you, right? Um, but still, like, remain even kill, man. Remain humble. Remain that hard worker, busting your ass, week in and week out. Yeah, we are only in the first half of the season, so yes, we have had success, and yes, we gotta we gotta talk about it, and we gotta like be willing to accept it. But guess what? We still gotta be understanding that anything can turn, anything can happen on this back half of the season, right? So again, I appreciate Cam for being open and honest with his review of Jaden Daniels right now, and he gave him a shout out. So don't nobody go out, oh, Cam just trying to hate on another QB. He don't want nobody to be better than him. Fuck all that. What he was saying was honestly true, because a lot of times people do get big headed and they lose sight of the focus that they had going into the season or into their season, and they just like, oh yeah, I'm there. Nah, bro, you still got a lot to prove. Roquan said he's still a rookie, and Jaden admits, I'm still a rookie, man. I still have a lot to learn. I still got a lot to get better at, and keep that mindset going in. But yeah, 30-27, man. I think we're gonna come out with the upset. I already seen the predictions from a lot of the major analysts. Only maybe one or two people got us winning, but hey, I'm calling the upset, and I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. 30-27. We're gonna come out victorious. We're gonna be 4-1. Leaving out of this week, and I'm gonna be popping my shit regardless if we win or lose. But man, even if we lose, man, I just want it to be a close game. I just want us to compete. I want us to fight. I don't want us to give up and just lay down and give them the victory. Nah, man, compete all 4 quarters, all 4 quarters, especially if the game is in reach. Don't lose more than 10. We can't lose more than 10. That's all I'm gonna say. We cannot go in here and lose more than 10. It got to be a close game. At the end of the day, they beat us by a touchdown. All right, let me be. Yeah, 10. 10. Don't lose more than 10. But with that being said, man, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Again, I know I said I'm not gonna go live, but my mind might change come Sunday. I might be overly hyped. I might have somebody over here to watch the game. I don't know. And I might just go live and we're gonna do a live reaction. I was copywritten for like a lot of the audio that I put out last week for my live reaction. So that's another thing that I gotta figure out before I go live again. If I can't put out audio, then again I probably won't do live reactions, game days, like play by plays and all that. And y'all get to see my reactions. Y'all probably just have to get a post game from me. But with that being said, man, hey, hail to the Commanders. Let's be great. Let's continue to prepare for the Baltimore Ravens, and let's go up 95. Oh, it's the battle of the Beltways, baby. So they've been down like getting at us the last couple of years. So we got something extra to prove, man. Battle of the Beltways, 95. If you know, you know. If you're from the DMV, you know how that shit talking go. We respect them, they respect us, but when it comes to us playing one another, man, it's gonna be a fucking battle, man. So shout out to the Commanders, man. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, and let's get it. I'll catch y'all on the next one, baby.